The one.
Yeah.
This is one of Vickie's clients, and this is from doing the same thing that you guys are getting. Basically, she said, Vickie, I'm positively obsessed with hypnosis. The amount of progress, shifting, and insight that has come since our last session has been mind-blowing. Your intuition to focus on removing the negative charge from past experiences has freed me to focus on where I am going and who I am becoming. It's official. Hypnosis will be a part of my health and wellness regimen going forward.
Yeah.
So good.
But what I want to do real quick is I want to talk a little bit about what hypnosis is and what it's not. And so first, let me share, I've got 2 examples of some hypnosis that I had not as a hypnotist, but as a participant, right? So real quick, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it, but one of them, I had a hypnotist and I was trying to lose weight. And so she had this process that we were going, and we won't be doing this, guys. So don't even think this is what we're going to be doing. So I don't do it this way, but this is what happened to me. And so there were some people in my life that were instrumental in the fact that I was compulsively eating. Okay. And so she had me where I was visually in my mind going down a flight of stairs. And at the base of the stairs, at the bottom of the stairs, were these few people that were instrumental in this anxiety I had. And so I was okay with the let's do it. So we were going to go down the stairs and I was going to confront them, or at least acknowledge what had happened and, try to release it. Right. And so as I go down the stairs, I start feeling this anxiousness in my body. And I said, wait, I don't want to do this. And she said, well, I thought you said you wanted to do this. And I said, well, I did, but now I don't. I said, I do not want to do this. And she said, you're safe. And I said, I don't want to do it. So we stopped right there and she changed what we were doing. So that was not the process anymore. So I was very capable of saying, no, this is uncomfortable. I'm not going to do it. So like I said, you're in control. And then another instance I had was I was on a cruise ship and they had a entertaining hypnotist on there. And I am a extrovert introvert. So there's times I want to be out and loud and proud. And then other times I want to be meek and mild and I want to sit back and just watch what everybody does. And I don't want anybody to notice me. But I love being out in the crowd when I can and when I feel comfortable with it. So in this session that he did, I knew that if I got up there and I made a total ass of myself, that I could say I was under hypnosis. So it's not on me. And it gave me permission. So I went up and the stage was full of people when we got up there, all the people that wanted to be part of it. By the time he went through and divided out the people that were the most hypnotizable or the people that wanted it the most. That's the thing. I really wanted to just let my freak flag fly, And so there was only about, I can't remember if there was like 5 or 7 of us, but there wasn't that many. And this, like I said, the stage was full to start with. And so he asked us questions. We do all these different things. And I had the time of my life and I said and did stupid stuff, but not once did he say, cluck like a chicken. And then later on, I would start clucking like a chicken. No, didn't happen, because that is the people that do that. They want to later on cluck like a chicken because they can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. And I know you can hear people say all the time that they can, but the only way they can is if the person wants to. Okay. That's why I said it depends on if you really want to do the exercise and stuff, if that's really what you want to do and you just need that help, then hypnosis works great. So I'm telling you that to just let you know there was 2 different ways that it happened, but I was in control both times. Even though the one where I was on the stage thing, it looked like maybe I wasn't in control, but that entire time I made decisions on what I wanted to do, right? So let me get to hypnosis itself. Hypnosis, like when you have hypnosis, sometimes it feels like you're sitting and you're having a conversation just like we're having right now. And then later on, you think back and you don't remember every word we said, but you remember the important parts. And hypnosis feels like that.
Mhm.
Hypnosis can also feel like you're in a dream state and you can hear me out here, but your conscious mind is just talking about what you want to have for dinner or what did you need to do when you get home. And so there's this conversation going on here, but you can still every now and then you think, wait, what did she say? And you can hear the hypnosis. So it's, it's a lot of different things. Sometimes you not only feel like you're in a dream state, but you can kind of feel like you don't even feel your body. But that's somebody that has gone really deep. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's a question that I get asked a lot because I very rarely do any one-on-one personal sessions anymore. I used to before COVID, but it works so well doing it on Zoom. Nobody has to travel. So it's really good. So I had somebody ask me, she said, so when I get hypnotized and we're on Zoom, what happens if the internet goes down? What if I lose my power? Do I stay hypnotized till we get back? And the answer to that is no. After a while, you would realize, well, wait a minute, I haven't heard her say anything in a while. What the heck is going on? And then you'd open your eyes and look, oh, internet's gone. Oh, picture's gone. Zoom's gone. And then we would just reconnect and go again. So there's no danger of getting stuck in hypnosis. And there are so many things that we've seen on TV shows and movies and everything. So it's really interesting to learn the truth. And like when I had a lot of skewed ideas about it before I started studying it myself, one of the things that I want to do is if everybody could stop whatever they're doing for just a minute and just sit back and close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. And then I want you just to imagine in your mind's eye and in your imagination that you're in a kitchen. And in this kitchen, it's a beautiful kitchen. It's the most magnificent kitchen you've ever seen, and it's all yours. And you're at the counter, and there's this exquisite cutting board, the one you've dreamed of forever. And if you haven't dreamed of it, somebody else has because it's gorgeous. And you've got a lemon, a big, yellow, juicy lemon sitting right there. And then I want you to imagine that there's this knife laying off to the side. And you safely pick up the knife and you go and you slice the lemon in half. And as you slice it, you can smell the lemon and the juice. You can see it just kind of flowing out. In your imagination, I want you to get that knife and I want you to cut those halves again. So now you have a quarter. Now take that quarter into your hand in your imagination, in your mind. Just see it there right now, that lemon in your hand. And you pull it up and you put it up to your nose and you go, and it smells so good. And now I want you to put it up to your mouth and I want you to stick your tongue out and lick that lemon. All right. And do you feel that sour taste and the saliva starts coming out in your mouth and you can feel it? So now go ahead and open your eyes. And I would be interested, who actually experienced smelling the lemon, tasting the lemon? How about you, Stacey?
I did. Yeah. No. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm even just like transported just even from doing that.
Yeah. So the thing is that your body has a reaction to something that wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how powerful hypnosis is.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? All right. And then another thing I want you to do is I want you to take your hands. We're going to do this. And I want you to rub your hands together really hard and just rub. I know. I loved seeing the kitchen myself. At first, I didn't have the fantasy kitchen, and then I started to know, well, I want the fantasy kitchen. All right. And now I want you to pull your hands apart.
Wow.
And do you feel that energy?
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. Feel that energy, and you can actually.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. And so we've created something right here just by rubbing our hands together. And we're moving the energy from our hands around. Isn't that wild?
So wild. Yeah.
So what we can do with hypnosis in the mind, it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can tell I love hypnosis.
Yeah. Amazing.
And then I'll show you one more thing. And a lot of people do this as a party trick after they know this.
This one is a party trick for sure.
It is. Well, I will tell you, I do this one a lot when I do some of my meditations and my visualizations. And I do these visualizations for people, and and this is one thing that you can try for yourself, but I want you to put your hands like this.
Okay.
Put your hands like this.
All right.
And then I want you to put your hands like this. And then put these 2 fingers up. Okay. And in just a minute, not right now, in just a minute, I'm going to tell you to separate your fingers like this. And not yet. Wait till I tell you.
I'm like watching you.
I know. Have you ever seen the thing where somebody says, all right, everybody touch your chin? And then everybody touches their nose or whatever it is you're pointing at, because people just do what you tell them to, right?
Yeah, that's part of the unconscious thing.
It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So hold your hands like this. And when I tell you to separate them, then what I want you to do when they get separated, now don't separate them yet, is you just stare in between your fingers and you imagine there's a magnet in each fingertip, and that it is pulling itself together. Okay. All right. So go ahead and go. Put your fingers apart.
Wow.
Take your fingers can you take them further apart?
Hard.
Yeah. And you got that magnet in there, and the magnet's just going to start bringing it closer and closer together.
Wow.
And there is a physiological thing that happens when you've got your hands tightened and does that. But I will tell you that people that don't want to be hypnotized, I can tell them, like I've done this in groups, and there are people that, well, their hands will be like this, but they're fighting it tooth and nail because they don't want to be hypnotized. So it helps me when I'm doing a group to see who really wants to be hypnotized and who doesn't, because then I can just go and tap them and say, you don't have to be hypnotized, just be quiet and sit here, but it's really cool. But our mind can do amazing things.
Wow.
So hypnosis helps us direct it to where we want it to be.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for doing this with us. And I love how fast you were in moving into action. And I appreciate you doing this for the community too. I just can't wait to hear what people experience. Thank you, Vickie.
Thank you. I'm sure you're very welcome.
I'm sure we'll be bringing you back on. And then, yeah, Vickie's amazing. She's been just like incredible with the way that you're able to open people's minds up. Also, even without hypnosis, you're amazing. I'm like, with the hypnosis, you're like the double threat, it's like,
like
the regular side of like what you do. And that was the session we did last week with you guys. And then this is like a whole nother thing that a lot of people don't offer too.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry said, we love you, Vickie. I love that you showed us a visual of like just how energy and how like we can make our own energy, like with just our presence, and then the tasting of the lemon and then this thing, I'm like, oh my God, I'm blown away.